Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been so long since I've last posted. I think it's been more than a month. I'm pretty sure that it's been more than a month. That's insane. Before I stopped posting for a bit, I think I posted every day or every second day for a bit, and then I had to stop, unfortunately, due to exams. I know it's such a stupid reason, and I've always told myself, like, when you start this channel, you will not take off for exams. But what happened was, due to everyone being at home and me not having like my own little space at home, so I've got my room, but obviously it's kind of noisy, and yes, so I just couldn't film the perfect voiceovers, and I was like, I don't want to put out content that I'm not really proud of. So I just decided to take the break that was needed anyways, focus on my biggest responsibility, which is unfortunately my academics. And yes, it was really tough. Being online exams, I don't think I've ever experienced something as insanely intense as it was, because with my degree, I study 2 degrees at once, but it's mixed into one big one. So yeah, for that degree, unfortunately, it takes a lot of time, and it usually the timetable is really bad for it. So I wrote 2 subjects like on a day, so it'll be like 6 hours on the Monday and then 6 hours on the next Monday, and yeah. Sometimes we're even 4 hours long for submission time as well. So, but I am so happy that we could be like going on with our work, and that we didn't have to add an extra year to the study time. Although that is definitely not the most important thing at the moment, is for me to get, finish my studies and stuff. There are different and more intense things in the world going on, but for me that's a very important thing, just because I cannot really help in the world if I'm still studying full-time, not even having time for myself. So as you all know, Sims is literally like my biggest hobby in the world. It has become more than a hobby. It's literally my way of expressing myself, and I enjoy it so much. So I missed it, but in the exams I didn't stop playing. I practiced, actually. I don't know how to explain this to anyone if they ask, but they always ask me like, did you play a bit of Sims in the exam times? And I'll be like, not, I didn't film anything, because I told myself, you are not filming anything. You are literally going to use this time to practice things that you never have time to do, because when you're filming a video, you have to decide quite quick, because otherwise it's going to look super awkward on the video. Oh, here's a video, but it's like 3-second gaps where I'm just thinking of what door to use. So I practiced some color schemes, I practiced new layouts, I got some new packs. I'm really excited to put some videos of them up. I think I got quite a few packs. I don't know if I've shown this before, but I got outdoor retreat, I think, and I got vintage glamour and spa day. Yes, I bought spa day. Oh my word, spa day is amazing. And then I bought Dine Out, and I think Dine Out is actually a game pack that will rate in my top 10 packs. I don't know if it's maybe if anyone else likes that pack, please let me know. I'm obsessed. It's so good. And I think the corner couches just make me so happy. The new counters are awesome. Yeah, so I really enjoyed it. I'm sure many people do. But yeah. And then also during the exams, because I didn't film, because when you film, obviously you have to film it, you have to edit it, you have to put it together, you have to do a voiceover. Unfortunately, our neighbors are it's a twin girl and boy, so they are having fun. And I'm never going to be the person to say kids shouldn't have fun or scream or whatever. And I wrote exams, so if it was quiet, I used the time for studying. Unfortunately, not for doing voiceovers. But I'm back now, and now it's holidays, and I'm going to try and do a lot of builds before going back to uni, which I'm not even sure is still a possibility this year. But at the end, this is what it is, and I think we are so fortunate to be able to keep going with our degrees, because I know there are a lot of people struggling at the moment. And even for us, in a country where technology isn't just everywhere, Wi-Fi is not just everywhere. We had to get Wi-Fi from university and stuff. Data. So, but the thing with that is just that for my professor to say that 95% of the students actually submitted their things, I think that's great, and I think we are so privileged to be where we are. Yeah, so basically what I'm building today, so finally getting to the build. I will probably apologize many more times for not posting, but for now I'm just going to talk about the build, because that is what I love to do, and this is my channel just expressing my creative side, what I like to do. And yeah, so basically I'll start. So many of you if you watch this video, most likely know Little Simsy. I absolutely adore her videos, and she's also very obsessed, not obsessed, that's not the right word, but she loves building suburban houses. And you know what, I was like, you know what, I've never actually practiced a suburban house, so this was actually a practice attempt, and I wanted to maybe practice my editing skills and stuff a bit. But then the house turned out so good, I had to share it, because as you guys know, I am using this channel for the sake of memories and remembering what I did. And even though I've got the Instagram, which is at Wolfpack Sims, where I post some posts, yeah, this will always be like where I can go and watch a full build, like, oh yeah, I did this was so much fun, or whatever. So for me, this build is my typical suburban. This one turned out a lot darker than a normal suburban that I will do. I did another suburban, but that was fully just practice, so that was like literally testing colors and stuff. It's actually kind of a weird concept to practice Sims, but I didn't understand it until I did it now for a month, you know. When you practice, you actually really like, you understand more of like what is your style, what you want to do, and then even practicing things that weren't my style, you know. I went into a lot of like glamour and vintage, and I bought the vintage glamour pack, so I decorated an entire house for practice. And yeah, I tried new base game stuff, basically using only base game items to create your new items that is like still workable and stuff. I will link some videos down in my next videos where I actually use these like tips and tricks. I watched a few videos with tips, and if you play Sims, like honestly, go and watch those videos. They teach you so much, and it's so much fun to figure it out and just do it. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of videos coming your way. I'm so sorry, it's going to be like a complete like opposite of what it's been for a month. But you know what, we all needed the time. Exams are important, education is such a privilege, and I mean, I just couldn't let this one go for myself. So at the moment, obviously, we are still in lockdown in South Africa. Our numbers are rising so steeply, and not much that we can do, honestly. We just have to sit back and trust the government and trust the process and just be thankful for what we've got, right? So at the moment, there are rumors that we might not be going back to university this entire year, which is absolutely insane. I don't know how we're going to do this. Exams online, it's just not as fun, because I finished today as I'm making this voiceover. I finished, and I just realized that, you know, now that I've finished, there's nothing to celebrate really, because, you know, I just say submit online, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm gonna go watch some TV, or I'm gonna maybe do a voiceover, and yeah. But it's fun, you know, it's honestly such a privilege. So, I mean, we can't really complain about having these advantages to ourselves. So, yes, so this house is suburban. I tried to make it really, really, really suburban-y. But then at the end, obviously, you can see the driveway doesn't really lead to a driveway. So, this is really just, you can place this lot next to, or in like, I don't know, a place where there is like stony vibes and stuff, so you can choose. I built this for this area, so the color scheme matches these, like the grass and stuff, but I still think it's really, really nice. I played with terrain tools. You'll see that a lot, as you can see already. But yeah, I played with terrain tools a lot. I tried to do my landscaping a bit better, and this was definitely my practice attempt for, I did it before this one as well, and then I tried to film it to see how it comes out on the camera and the lighting and everything. So yeah, this was really just the time for me to enjoy myself in filming. So these builds, they were filmed like, I think 4 days before exam started. This one was built, and all the others to follow, they were built but before that as well. But I kept my builds just a bit back because I wanted to make sure that I edit them correctly, do the correct voice notes. But yeah, and as you can see that trick over there, that's also something that I learned from Little Simsy, to lower the house down so that you can place your plants a bit easier. That's really something that changed the game, honestly. But as you guys know, with the new update, that's just not as necessary anymore, because you can push things a lot closer to the foundation. But this was still built, like all the builds that you'll see, until I'll let you know when it's not there anymore. But I didn't have the update, so you'll see windows that are like struggling, and after the update I'm just like, ew, it's so much easier to build now. Everything looks more realistic. But yeah, so this house, it has 2 garages. Basically, I really focused a lot of my time outside, as you can see, and then I also tried to work with shapes, and you can see that also with the outside. But yeah, and I also tried to make this place like a bit fun to live in and comfy, and it just looks homey. Then on the top floor, it has a little, how can I say, a balcony area or stuff. But it was a really odd shaped balcony and it turned out so fun. I loved it. So I really think that's a comfy spot for your Sims, maybe to do some skill building or whatever you want them to do. But yeah, on this balcony, I added a lot of things. So you can check that out later in the video. And then also downstairs at the front porch, I also decided to add some dustbins and just make it like realistic. I just wanted to build something realistic. I think something that I'm definitely going to go into next is probably starting to build show homes, because I'm completely obsessed with the interior decorating homes, and also like interior decorating shows. I've watched what is the show called? It's like an interior decorating show and it's a competition, and I don't agree with who won, so I'm just going to keep my opinion to myself. But in the end, I love those shows, and I think if it wasn't for Sims, I would never have realized how much I love interior design and interior decorating and things like that. So honestly, this changed the game for me. So I'm pretty sure it can change a lot of people. And also it gives you a lot of confidence, because you create something that you love, and it's so easy to create on The Sims. So I would always recommend this, honestly, for anyone that's like wanting to spend some time by themselves, or just, focus on something for themselves. This is a good idea. You'll see later in the video, I do return to the outside. But yeah, the inside, very interesting for me. I actually created a garage in a realistic manner. So usually in the garage, I don't know, I create a garage and I'll make some counters and a woodworking table as everyone else does, but I wanted to create something that I think is so realistic. So in our garage at home, it's a mess, because I don't know if it's just our garage, but you get people that have very organized garage, and then you get our garage, and it's not disorganized, it's just there's a lot of stuff. Which is probably good and very fortunate. But yes, so yeah, we probably have to sort it out. But my dad, that is his thing. He loves sorting it out over the holidays. He doesn't have a lot of holidays, so when it is his holiday, he likes sorting it out. So I try to create a very normal garage, full of stuff, storage, industrial shelves and things. I still think I loved how it turned out. But yeah, that's your opinion. So very fun in this house, I also created a little entryway after the garage. I don't know if a lot of houses have this, but our house have it that when you enter from the garage, there's a little area where you can put down your keys and stuff. And then what I decided was I wanted that, but then because people aren't really going to come through the garage, it's also your little space. So I've decided to add the laundry in there, and I think it works out quite well for the space. Then for the living room, obviously, as you'll go on, you'll be able to see that I got a lot more packs. I'm building with a better variety of things, and I honestly think the more packs you've got, the better your builds. But not necessarily you're building like the architecture behind it, but the interior, it's just easier, it's more things that we like, it gets upgraded. But I still don't think it's necessary to have all the packs. I will never have all the packs, probably just because it's super expensive for me. I buy when I have some money saved up. So honestly, if you don't have it, I'm gonna do a build where I do some base game build tricks and stuff, and then I'll link the videos that I used to compile that video, and I'll link that down below for you, and then you guys can see that'll probably come in within the next 2 weeks or something. I've got so many builds lined up. I'm not sure what my posting schedule will be, just because I've decided that when I was like on the brink of stopping this whole thing, and I was like, what, the academics, it's just pushing real hard. I'm in my senior years of university, and I have to focus right now. But then I realized, what, this gives me so much happiness. I don't want to let it go, so I'm gonna keep going, and I'm gonna start really like making sure everything that I put outside in the world is my content that I'm proud of. It's just not gonna be content that is average. I don't want average content. So, but yeah, I don't think my previous builds were average, but obviously I can only improve from here on out. So, but yeah. So basically for this house, I tried to play with a few more wallpapers, wall colors, woods, and it was actually quite difficult, I'm not gonna lie. The color of the kitchen, and I don't know, it didn't turn out perfectly. And but now that I got, I think, Vintage Glamour, as well as, what did I get, Spa Day. Honestly, if you get Spa Day, you're fine. You're suited. Everything matches. Like, I don't even know how they did it, but yeah, Spa Day is just absolutely insane. So if I can recommend a pack to get, and I think it was also on sale the other day. So usually the game packs, I think they have a sale of 25%. But then close to a new pack release, always remember this, they do give us a bit like bigger sales, and then some of the game packs were 50%. I think it's only one at a time, and I just checked in every day because honestly, if it wasn't off marked by that much, I would not have been able to afford it. But yeah, so honestly, do watch out for sales. I'm so sorry, but I also deleted my Instagram, otherwise I would have posted it on my Instagram. But yeah, Instagram's going to be back and live. I just want to make sure that everything that I post is not just posting for the sake of posting. I want to make sure that it's good. But yeah, I loved how it turned out. This house, everything about it. The kitchen, very, very weird layout. But honestly, I think it's cool because then it's like a little counter for at the like behind the couch and stuff. So yes, at the moment, I am going to probably start posting again every second day. But if I am not happy with a build, I'm just not going to post it because I don't want to put something out and have people watch something that I'm not completely proud of. So that's all I can say. But yeah, later in the build, you'll see when we go upstairs. I think we have quite a few rooms. There's a not a teenage girl, like what age? I think probably between 11 and 13. Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate. So I made you'll see, I added her a little pink bed, a coral and pink bed. It's such a cool bed. I think it's island living and I just love it. And then I added, I think the same color curtains, and she'll have her own bathroom. And then the poster just behind her bed is just making my day. Honestly, it's so typical from what every girl had. Not every girl, but I mean, I had it. So it's like that typical posters of like Justin Bieber or whatever. I was such a believer. I'm still, there's no denying it. I'll never deny it. But yes, so I loved it. But it turned out really nice, and I think I changed the color in the walls a few times. So you'll definitely see me trying to match new colors, trying to experiment a bit more, just to make sure that I'm doing my best for every build. But yeah. Then there's a smaller room, I think, for the teenage boy. And basically with this room, I wanted to go very, very, very boyish, but like teenager boy. So it's like 17. I'll probably say 17. And I added like the light that you never use, the martini light. It makes like a different color. I added some gaming chairs in here, some cool prints. And yeah, I think it turned out really well. So then also for the master bedroom, this is weird. Like the master bedroom was probably like the bigger experiment of this build. Definitely not something that I'm used to, but I tried to experiment a bit with brown. No, brown is not my color of choice in anything in life. So I really wanted to try this. I got some new wallpapers, as you guys know. I think it's Jungle Adventure. I'm pretty sure, but yeah, so this room I chose this like dark brown and like a beige. Yeah, you cannot call it beige, yes. And then I also had some cupboards and weird curtains and stuff, but I really wanted to try and make like the whole vibe is adventure-y. So like above the master bed there's also like a world map poster up, and yeah, just wanted to try something new. So then obviously also you'll see that when you get to the video a bit later. Then the bathroom for the master bedroom was, I don't know if I like it, but as you'll see later on there as well, the update is not enforced yet. So the door and the window is a bit like, clipping to each other, but that will change with the update, but unfortunately I already built this before there was even mention of an update, and like that's how long ago this was built. But I'm actually really happy to be back and just to share my builds, because you know what, this is what I like to do, and I did have to stop. Honestly, I did not have a choice. I was studying 16, 17 hours a day. I've never studied this hard in my life, and I don't know why suddenly. But yeah, so me and my boyfriend, we also separated for, that sounds bad, that's not what I meant. We also took like, how can you say this? No, we just weren't together for the no. But anyways, yeah, so we are still together, but obviously he was at his house and I was at my house studying. So we didn't see each other for like a month. And honestly, it's, I was missing Sims, but he was also like motivating me. Just, there's sometimes you just have to do something more important. And although Sims will always be my priority, like I know it sounds really bad for probably, I hope my mom doesn't hear this and be like, oh, you should be studying. But it's just sometimes you have to realize when you have to stop with something, just to take the time for yourself and do it for yourself. I mean, not everything can always happen according to plan. And with everything going on in this world at the moment, the pandemic and all the movements that are going on, I think it's such a privilege just to take the time to really understand it all. And but yeah, I hope you guys are still staying safe. I know that many lockdown measures have been dropped. My trip to Spain has in the meantime been cancelled. I think it was a very wise choice because I don't think the finances would have been so good right now. But yeah, our trip to Spain has been cancelled over our 3-year anniversary, so we will do something fun. I might actually have my boyfriend also do a video on this channel where he's going to build a house and I will judge it. So let me know if you guys want to see that. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching, and I really hope you guys can understand that I will be posting as much as possible, but only content that is really good and reflects what I want to do and actually shows improvement. Because I mean, why just post something for the sake of posting? There will be some builds that's just fun, like I did the color challenge as well, but I didn't have time to edit it in a proper way, so I want to do that properly. And then also, yeah, I don't know, I'll let you guys know about my posting schedule as soon as I'm very happy with everything and just back on track. Literally my exams finished I think a half an hour ago, so I promise you as soon as I came back, and I'm gonna keep coming back. I'm going to try and definitely, because I started posting Sims videos at the beginning of the year, but then it was immediately test week, and then we only had, I think, a few days off. And then with that happening, obviously it was test week, and then online classes started. So it was a different concept, but we didn't have classes. So in that time that we didn't have classes, I was just posting Sims, and I was posting so much, I didn't have time to get ahead. But now I do have some time to get ahead, just because I'm completely in control of my academics. And yeah, I think it's good to take time for yourself. So I hope you guys are still happy and that this video was fun to watch, and definitely I think it's my best suburban on my channel at the moment. So if you liked it, please let me know down below. I do like Suburbans, it's quite fun, but I want to go into show homes a bit more, maybe do some interior design, not just decorating, and we'll see what happens next. So thank you for watching. Cheers guys.